that I truly thought, with being at the last special planning meeting, that because the rezoning and the data center presentation were together, that they were one ball of wax, and that it should have, that I was able to speak on it. I want to apologize if I was rude. I truly do not mean, I am just very passionate about the things that I believe in. I also want to note that many people that spoke today did not speak on agenda items. I felt like I was in a twilight zone tonight from any other board meeting I have ever been in. I have never seen so much conversation back and forth about things that weren't on the agenda, or even when public comment comes, there are many times that there is not that conversation. I'd really like to, I'm going to look at Albert's words, because I don't think, and I agree with the man over here, that she did not refer to medical needs. Everybody that spoke that night referred to medical needs. She said that that was a powerful statement for him to make, and it did sound very callous, what he said. So, oh, and also I had one more thing that I just wanted to read. This was on a Facebook page that was written to me, and it's in response to a post that was there. I did not bring up the gun range. It was brought up by another committee person. It says, did you ask your neighbors about the dirt bike track in your neighbor's yard before that was allowed to be put in? Dirt bikes run at high decibel levels. Maybe I will go see what all of them think about it. You get up on your pedestal at these meetings and start running down this board. It's uncalled for, and to be honest, it's not fair. I did not know that that was the committee's job to go out and seek complaints. I thought the residents were supposed to come for complaints, and then you worked on it with them. And I have spoke to my neighbors, and it's worked out. Thank you.
You made it. Good job. It made 3 minutes. That's good. That's a pretty good job. That's good. Keith? I'm sorry, Pete.
I don't look like him. Believe me, I'm bald. He's got hair. This is probably out of turn, and I probably shouldn't be doing this, but Todd, for you to be here tonight, supporting the other 6 members and here representing us as residents when your mom has passed and you're going through that, I commend you. You're my friend, you're my neighbor, and always will be.
I appreciate it, Pete. Come on, you're welcome. This is your.
I have a message or
You didn't pay me
a
enough.
question.
You don't have to be an asshole.
We have some people that can't hear good, if you don't
I
mind.
can talk louder.
There you go.
I don't do good mics.
There you go.
Mike, you said there will be a dumpster with a fenced yard to contact you. How do we reach you if we have to contact you?
I can get you a card before we leave.
Okay, second part of that question, is this for only the cleanup day, or is that gonna be all the time?
No, it's just gonna be till August 1st, but we do have a few dumpsters. We are not using as many dumpsters as we thought, so we're gonna have a few dumpsters there until they're gone, so.
She's wondering when
Have you thought about bringing in a dumpster like we used to have for like recycles and whatnot, but bringing it in so we can clean things out?
Well,
It's like,
when we
some
had it
people
in,
might have a garage or a barn or a basement that got flooded that needs to clean it out.
yeah, well, that can be, those dumpsters can be used for that. They
But
can be
it might
used,
go past August 1st is what I'm saying.
if the dumpsters are still available out there, then yes, you can. But get all,
Have you
like I
thought
said,
about bringing them in for after that fact?
we have a cleanup, this and that. We have some dumpsters to use. The green team does clean up on all the ditches and stuff, but I mean,
My basement flooded and I'm trying to get rid of it.
well, you'll have a good opportunity. Like I said, I'll get you my card, get a hold of me, and I'll open the gate, you can bring it in and put it in.
All right.
Yeah, plus the county has to clean up August 9th at the school. So whatever you have left, you can go to August 9th right here to the high school, and they're gonna have everything set up.
And they take everything, you were talking
Yeah.
about tires and
They'll
oil,
take it all.
paint, old paint.
Right, I've been to that
yeah.
one, I've been to that one, it's just, with the problems that I've been going through with flooded basement for a month now, trying to get the water out, now we have to put a French drain in.
Yeah.
It's like, I've got a lot of stuff that was damaged down there, so we've been bagging it up, putting it in the trash bin, and it's like all sitting in the barn right now, because I can only put so much in that bin.
Well, you're lucky, because we got some dumpsters coming.
We got some dumpsters for you.
Yeah, so, but do we have to make an appointment for those days?
I'll give you my card when you're ready to bring some. let me know. We've got to put a gate in here in the next couple of days. I got to get Miss Diggs out to make sure there's no power lines or nothing where we're going to dig posts. Posts, gates, lock, dumpsters. So call me, I'll come down and lock it. I'm retired from Fort Motor County, so I'm home all the time. Anytime, I'll come and open it up, let you dump your stuff in there and go.
Anyone else? Come up front if you're gonna come.
I was wondering, you guys used intimidation on Wendy and said she used her name. Why didn't you use the other three board planning members, their names too? Is there a reason for that?
Sure, I asked why were we getting sued, and it was based on the fact that the law was not being followed, upon the fact that someone on the commission had violated the law.
Other people didn't violate the law by saying voting no too?
No, they just didn't follow their job correctly. One violated the law, the other ones didn't follow the rules.
Okay, and you were saying that it's the attorneys telling you this, that you're going by attorney, everything's right, but I'll throw it back on you. When the township went after you, the attorney said to do that, and the board member said do it. So maybe the attorney ain't right today, like you said he wasn't right in your period, just that's something to think about.
Okay, and I'm glad that you brought that up, because some members on the last board, thank you, Susan, stand on me about that. Some members on the last board singled me out and launched an attack on me, and they were in the wrong. And the judge, and the judge at Washtenaw County apologized for doing what they done to me. Said she would have never done what she done had she known the facts of what was going on. So the board was in the wrong. Some members of the board were in the wrong, along with the lawyer and some other things that don't need to be brought out right now, but they were in the wrong. Okay, and now they're in trouble for that.
Okay, so
And now we're in the same boat again.
So attorneys are wrong sometimes. Maybe this time they could be wrong.
So our attorney was wrong. The last attorney that was here was wrong because they listened to some people on the board. Remember, it was disinformation that was given to him.
Okay.
So he didn't do his job diligently.
Okay. And,
So now the community has, so listen, now I've always, with you and I, for some reason, you had a personal reason to attack me.
No personal.
And my lawyer has already put one order against you for doing this, and now I see that that's not gonna happen. So our personal issue is not gonna have anything to do with, okay? Because I see the level that you wanna get on with me, and we can do this.
Okay.
I have no problem.
Okay.
But we're not gonna do it here.
No, this is another
So
thing.
that's
about
the end of
dates.
it. No,
Yeah,
that's
this
it.
is about
That's
the
the end
dates.
of it.
I didn't use my 3
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah, you did.
Did I use 3 minutes?
Oh, I'm sorry. How many more minutes you got? How many more minutes you got?
You should
Let's
be
do it.
timing.
Okay, this is about the this is about the data center. The reason I think this is wrong is corrupt, because you, Mr. Gibbert, Mr. Green, the planning commissioner, and a regular person off the street like me, Mr. Hepler, was in a big meeting with the 3 people from the data center. So why wouldn't I be allowed to go to that data center meeting? Because if you guys made a decision that day that this is going through, I could have bought 5 acres next to that land and sold it to the data center probably for, $600,000-700,000.
First of all, we don't make decisions for the board unless we're here.
It don't matter.
No, it does.
The residents
It
should
does.
not, then I should have the right to go to these too.
It does have bearing on what goes on, and
Basically, it was me, Mike, members of the people from data center. Pete wasn't there.
Hey, I got the FOIA. I will send the FOIA to everybody.
No,
Oh, yeah, I
you
do.
do. Pete wasn't
Yeah,
there.
I will FOIA him walking into that meeting. And another thing, if anybody breaks the rules, you're running your trucking company, that's not attacking you. I want everybody to get the same thing. If you get a way of getting out of it, everybody should get a way of getting out of it.
okay, fella, I have a farm there. I have a big yard in another area. I
Yeah.
have a farm there, so I got some farm equipment there, I have trucks there. I have 2 jobs that I'm doing right on my neighboring street. So before you keep trying to attack my
I'm not attacking.
integrity, excuse me,
I'm not.
I think you should choose wisely your battles.
Yeah. I
Have
just
a
asked
good,
a question.
are we up on your 3 minutes? You're a timekeeper. Have a good day.
You too.
How about driving back to his house?
See there, look at the help that you already provide our community. You're a good man.
I know that.
Driving past his house.
Yeah. So, all right, with that,
Any other?
No, anyone else have any comments they'd like to say? All right, even though, sorry, I'm sorry, go
I'd
ahead.
like to ask Eileen, I'm working with Mylan and FBI, and they was wondering, you got a journal on the days of shooting? Where it's disturbing you?
I have days written down, I have a lot of video. I watch 11 grandchildren and I do not journal every day, but I think we could probably FOIA Mylan and they could give us that information fairly easily.
Well, I requested a schedule from the FBI, and they said they wouldn't provide a
Well,
schedule.
I think Mylan is the one that controls the schedule. Everything is supposed to go through Mylan if you read the memorandum.
Well, you know, to Keith's portion, it would be helpful, if you help us help you, it would be helpful if there's an issue like that, I would keep a notepad of what days are going on. And you can call, you know, I'll come to your house myself and say, hey, they were here shooting and you didn't even know it. And I was like, well,
They were not shooting from the range that day. They were shooting from the.
no, we were there.
Yeah, we were there.
Keith, Mike, and I, well, that's why I stopped at your house. I was like, man, let's see what Eileen's got to go through. And beautiful home, I should say. Beautiful grandkids running around. It's nice. We stopped by there, and then, well, you didn't even know they were shooting at that time. So it would be
If they were shooting
helpful.
behind me, I would have known it.
But
There
it
is no doubt.
But it would be
So-
helpful. It would be helpful if you would.
Okay, I'll start doing.
And then that way we can help you.
I'm just saying, FBI denied my request.
Yeah,
or
I'm
any-
sorry.
Because they said that's private information, federal.
I do know that in the memorandum, it does say that Mylan controls the schedule, and they coordinate, and that they are able to lease out to other municipalities, other law enforcement agencies, depending on the schedule of the FBI. So I do know that Mylan should also have that information, and it should be able to be FOIA'd.
Okay.
I wanna say one thing, Eileen, when I came out to your house, a couple times I came out and listened for the sound, and I walked out to the edge of the woods with your husband, and I had a recording right here on my phone, and I listened to it. Those times that I came out and I looked at that, that's when I noticed the dirt bike track. Because you could go ahead and mention my name, because I'm the one who put it on there, okay? I noticed it. No bikes were riding, that was fine. But like I mentioned to you, you got a dirt bike track there, grandkids, adults, I don't care who rides, it's not my business. But I'm telling you, dirt bikes are louder than data centers, they're louder than all the rest of that stuff. And you got them out there riding, so I wasn't just coming by your house
And
to
number
look.
one, my grandson.
let's make
has
that-
nothing
no, let's
to
make
do
that
with
clear
He
right now.
doesn't live with me, he lives next door, that's an entirely different subject. And for you to bring my grandchild into
we're getting off-
a
we're
dispute
getting
you
off.
have with
I am
me
explaining to
is
you that I did not
wrong.
come to your house to look for a track. I was coming over, just walk out,
Come on.
walk out, and let's not finish it.
They'll sue you. Watch out, they're gonna get their permit.
See?
Listen, I know we got a little off track, but I'd like to thank everybody to come to this meeting, even though it gets sometimes emotionally driven. You guys done a really good job tonight. Thank you for your input. Please come by and indulge in your community. Be a part of your environment, because you need to know what's going on. And I represent you, just like I represent a couple other people that I really don't care about, but they still have rules and laws that they have to be treated fairly on. I didn't take this job to coddle anybody's feelings or put mine in front of your rule, what's right and fair for all of you. This is your community, you should take pride in it, and you should be involved in it. All right, and Robert, please don't think I put you on the spot, but I thank you for standing up. You and Keith, I don't want to put anybody on the spot, but if you're in the right, you're in the right. So thank you again. I'd like to call the meeting to a close. We're out here by 9 o'clock.
I second that, all in favor,
Motion to adjourn by you, second by Waller, second by Adams.
Sure. I don't have it here, I got some.